That's not the first time somebody told me I look like Rihanna. I remember it was this old lady, right? I was in the airport, and she was like, Rihanna, you look just like Rihanna. I said, what? I said, really? You know, I had my shades on and all that, and then I was like, okay. And now I got that before on a work, and then I got it on live. So there's a correlation here. Y'all can say whatever you want. Y'all know y'all hating. You getting Beyonce?
No.
Okay, Beyonce is a little bit of a stretch. I actually thought this woman was playing, but turns out she's dead serious. She goes and posts this collage photos of Rihanna, and then she thought of the genius idea to recreate each one of these photos and make the same collage with her face in it, just so she showed people that she looks exactly like Rihanna. Now let's see if you could spot the difference. And of course women are going to gas her up, which creates exactly what we're about to see. A woman that's here in the dating market but thinks she deserves every man that's up here in the dating market.
So I was waiting for him. I was on live a little bit talking to y'all. I needed a prep talk. Like, yeah, girl, you got it. I was like, okay, yeah, I got it. So I saw him pull up. He said he pulled up. I texted him. He said he pulled up. I got out of the car. This guy was like 6'6". I didn't look at the height and be okay because height is not really a big thing. I'm 5'4". So trust me, anyone is taller than me. Most people are taller than me. So as long as you're taller than me, I don't care. Or you're the same height as me, I don't care. So I got out of the car. I gave him a hug. This guy was super tall. It was raining, so we kind of rushed into the establishment. He opened the door for me like a gentleman. Very, very sweet.
Let's just say he wasn't 6'6", because she's just going shooting in the dark. 15% of all men in America are 6 foot or above. And if he is 6'4" or higher, he's in the top 1% of height. So she's on a date with a rare man already. And he's polite.
And we walked to our booth. But the thing is, I was wearing my mom's shoes. I'm a 7.5, 8, and my mom is a solid 7 shoe size. So I was struggling a little bit. I tripped a little bit, but he caught me a little bit. I was like, okay, he caught me. And then I sat down. He sat down. But the thing is, when we were talking, it was no chemistry. Like, bro, I was the one saying all the questions. I'm like, so what bring you to be okay? Oh, you know, it was on Plenty of Fish, and then I had a chance for it to be okay. And then he'll stop mid-sentence, like, stare at me. Okay. I'm like, okay, so I saw you're a Sagittarius because I'm into the zodiac sign and stuff like that.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll be a Sagittarius. I'm like, okay, I'm a Leo. Okay. Okay, and then he just smiled. Okay, I'm like, okay, I said, why? And I was asking him, why do you think I was going to show up? Because during the conversation we had, he kept saying, are you going to show up? Are you going to show up? Are you going to show up? He's like, well, the girls be trying me. And mid-sentence, that's it. I was like, oh my God, like, I had to keep the conversation. I'm sweating, like, okay, what else am I supposed to talk to? Because I hate sitting in silence for like 2 or 3 minutes. And the thing is, in silence, he don't look any other way, he just stare. Like, I'm like, oh my God. And then the waitress came. And then she was like, hey, are you guys ready to order? You better believe I was ready to order. Because I ordered a whole meal, baby. I got me some wings. I got me some sliders. I got me a mozzarella. And I got me two lemonades, refills, and everything. He got himself a soup. And that's the thing is, and he told me, oh, I ate before this. Okay, you know you're going out with somebody. Why are you eating before? But that's not my problem, because I took a sip of his soup too.
So one thing we learned, you can be tall and be in the top % of men, but still be a lame. Still have no social skills and still don't know how to date a woman. Even if your looks is above whatever she deserves. Maybe. And he's a brokey, so therefore he probably dating in his realm. He ain't eat before, he really was trying to just save money.
My food, and I ate some of his food too. Since he already ate, it shouldn't be a problem. It was just no chemistry. There was no waterfalls there. Like, it wasn't giving me, like, I wanted to rip your clothes off.
You're nasty.
It wasn't giving me, like, like, oh my God, he is fine. Like, it wasn't giving me that. He's a good-looking guy, don't get me wrong, at all. But it wasn't giving me, like, wow. And people be like, oh, because I'm big, I got to get what I get. No, baby, I'm going to get what I want. And I don't want him.
That's the monster right there. Basically, she can act how she wants, move how she wants, look how she wants, and everybody is supposed to accept her. And she's supposed to get the upper echelon of men, the men that she like, although she don't want to do nothing to qualify for them. Not brokey here, but for other men.
But I wish him the best. He's a sweet guy, very polite. He's going to find the one of his dreams soon. Word of advice for him, I want him to like more engaged in conversation. I think he was a shy. But yeah, after we finished our meal and everything, and I was packing up my leftovers, so I got me a burger and a mozzarella stick. It was time to pay. And I was like, you know me, I'm not looking at the pay. I'm not looking at the pay. I'm like, he took the thing. I can't lie. He took that thing and paid right there. I was like, man, I should have got some ribs.
That is exactly how most women would think in that scenario. They already know that they don't want to see you again, but yet they would still want you to cover the bill. The nice person would say, like, you know what, at least I'm gonna get my half, your half, so therefore we can break even. I'm not gonna see you no more. We're good. And this shows character, which is gonna be important in just a second. So a man could take you on a date, you can look good, he can be chivalrous, and he probably a little weird, but you would still take his money and say, you know what, I should have ordered more on top of that, so I could leave with more and take more from him and never see him again. Even women of this status would do that. Could you imagine?
I digress. So I'm trying to leave the boot. My thighs got stuck in it because, when you're a bigger girl, your thighs get sweaty and it gets stuck in the leather seats.
A person that thighs get stuck in a booth. This is what we're talking about. This is who you're getting finessed by.
So I'm kind of trying to go, and my man is getting stuck, and he's like, you need any help? So I'm already looking like roly-poly, so I'm about to fall down, but thank God I didn't. In the grace of God, I didn't. We walked out the establishment. He gave me a hug. I gave him a hug. He asked me for my phone number. I gave him my phone number and went to my car and then went on live and started gossiping. So that was the end of the date. I'm looking forward to my next date with somebody else, but I wish him the best and everything.
And they'll still give you the number to lead you on, although they want nothing else to do with you. Which brings this aha moment where things start to spin around back. And when women date, they wonder why their dating life is going so bad. It's because they became that character that we just seen, and then things like this happen to them.
Hey guys, I am going on my date today. I have my hair by Lani Monet. She gives me a wait for just for being so kind. She gives me that. I have this beautiful dress. I have this necklace. I love this necklace. My sister gave it to me a while back. And I'm wearing a beautiful matte lip. And I can't wait. I'm so excited. You guys know I just moved. So I was talking to this guy for a little bit. And I can't wait to go. I'm so excited.
A few moments later.
It's been about an hour. He changed location 3 times. 3 times. If you're not gonna take this seriously, leave me alone. You went into my DMs and messaged me from BLK. Leave me alone. I put a wig on, I put makeup on. Like, if you're not gonna take this serious, this is my life. And they messaged me and said that you want to meet up, and then you changed the location 3 times, and then after that, delete your number and block me from BLK and Instagram and online. Leave me alone.
This is like the best case of karma. 100% if a woman chronically dates, it's for a reason. And then now we're seeing a reason. Not that she's screaming and she cuckoo, but more of character. And it's not even about this woman. I'm kind of like speaking through her. But it's so many women that's just like this, where they finesse men and the men that they want don't want them. And the men that they want do to them exactly what they do to the other men. And then they go crazy and blame men for their bad behaviors. This woman doesn't want to change, and she still wouldn't date equal to whatever she is. She wants upper, and she would never change.
What would you guys like us to do? Just to settle and be with anybody that we don't want? I like what I like. I don't care if people think, oh, what I like is over my standards. I like it. I'm not gonna change it for no one. Okay.
Which also brings us to her original viral video, where she goes on a date and a man claims that she catfished him.
Guys, I just finished my date and I am so embarrassed. I'm not gonna cry here. I'm not gonna cry. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to clean myself up a little bit. He came, and so the whole thing is we went to this restaurant he wanted to go to, and it was a little too expensive, but I don't know. I asked my sister for money, so we went. I had this dress on, and I changed because I had this dress on and everything, and I had my hair out, like, guys, I cut it.
Jesus Christ!
It wasn't like this. I had it parted a little bit, and so I went in, and he was like looking around like, oh, like he was looking for somebody else. And I was like, okay. I'm like, hey, I'm Tia. And then he was like, Tia? I'm like, yeah, it's for me, from BLK. And then he was like looking confused, and he told me to sit down. So I sat down, I smiled, and he didn't smile back at me. And then he was like, I don't look like my pictures.
Not Rihanna. Now I'll let you judge if she looks like this. Now this is her, it's just that makeup is one hell of a thing. But we can all say that she looks absolutely nothing like this. So much so that the women didn't even agree with her and said, no, you look like you catfished him.
I do look at my pictures. I don't Photoshop anything. I tell everything how it is. He didn't even want to pay. I said, hey, I didn't bring my money with me. And then he eventually paid. And then now he sent me a request to pay for the food. And that's not... I just don't understand. Why are men like this? Men are evil.
Keep in mind, this is the same exact woman that did the same exact thing to the first guy. At least with this guy, he's saying you pay for your half. She didn't even offer to pay half with the first guy, and she knew that she didn't want to see him again. So that means she can't even take half of what she gives. And these are delusional women that don't want to work on themselves, and they shoot so hard for the best men possible and then blame men at the end of the day when they don't want them. Fantastic.